All right. Namaste, great souls. Wonderful to be here as always. And we know it's this time of the autumn equinox, this time of year, changing. It's change, it's transition, of course. And it's both, as the leaves are doing, letting go, but it's also bounty and harvest. And reaping in. So we've got letting go and bounty and harvest happening simultaneously, changes, transitions. Our body may be feeling that. We're going to do some movement, meditation with aspects of transition happening, what we're harvesting within, what we want to harvest within, what we want to let go of, those kind of principles. And then that, it's one thing to come up with it, it's another thing to do it. So the thoughts, the feelings, the action. All right, we're going to start with our breath work. I'm going to come back and find your comfortable seat, have your props by your side. Ah, over here. So get our heart brain coherence going. That's part of heart math, which I highly recommend tuning into their YouTubes and videos of how to get our system coherent, as the yogis always knew. Now we have the research and science to back it up, which is helpful. So we're going to just start by rooting down, grounding, maybe feel those legs, those sit bones drawing into the earth. And then bringing our hands, I believe we did this last week, crossing at the thumbs, Eagle Heart Mudra, closing your eyes and just breathing into your heart. Just feel that spaciousness. We're inviting the unconditional love of the heart to come through. It's here. If it's helpful, which it could be, to think of somebody that you love, a pet, a person, a place in nature, or just a place in general. And that may help to feel the natural love of the heart. And the yogis are always inviting us to deepen the light and the peace within us. And as everybody does this individually, our collective will be enhanced. It starts within. And we're just simply doing a 5-5 breath. So we're going to inhale to 5 and we're going to exhale to 5. We'll hold gently at the top of the inhale, but it's just a balanced breath, a couple rounds. If it's too much to have the hands here, the hands could be down. Okay. Exhale through the mouth first. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gently hold, focus at the spiritual eye, the light within. And then exhale through the mouth or the nose. 2, 3, 4, 5. Continue. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gently hold with the focus upward. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And just notice the effects of that balanced breathing, with first just centering into the unconditional love of the heart, and then tuning our breath in, getting ourselves, whole practice is about getting ourselves in that right alignment, and that inward gratitude, and then expressing that individually in our world in the way we can and that will affect us collectively. Okay, let's bring that heart energy into the breath of heart movement. We're going to exhale and press our palms out in front, tuck the chin to the hollow at the throat, from the back of the heart, but then let that energy surge up like a heart, surrounding us all around. The fingertips can be behind or they can interlock, squeeze and soak, eye gaze up. That's okay on your neck. And then exhale, collect and gather. And we'll do that again. Hands together, namaste. Wishing that namaste out into the world. It usually starts with our inner family, friend circle, and then it expands and to the outer world, into various places you engage, people you engage with. Inhale, open up, and then exhale. Round your spine, but we're collecting and gathering, bringing that in. Every breath, aligning with our higher wisdom self, and then letting that pour back in. It's here already. That's the beauty of all this. It's already here. We're tuning in. We're tuning into the right channel, and that's the central channel of the spine. Drawing the knees in. I'm going to start with our hip opening and warming up. So it's nice to have a blanket for the knees. And we do our classic cat-cow, but then we'll add a side opening hip stretch. And when you're ready, inhale, scooping out the low, mid, upper back, inner elbows forward, eye gaze up, and then rounded spine, drawing in. Tucking the chin to the hollow at the throat. 2 more. Inhale, scooping, and exhale, rounding. Going to ease back towards your heels if you want. This one we're going to inhale and scoop up. And then neutral spine for a moment and circle those hips around. So toes are turned under. You're swirling a couple times in one direction and then a couple times in the opposite. Just getting into your body, getting into your breath. And then we're going to do our cat kicks forward and then to the side. So left knee comes into the center line. Exhale, draw the right knee toward the chest. Extend out and up. And then here's the side hip opener. So we bring our right leg out to the side, the elbow bends, that left elbow bends. It's a little tricky. And then come back. And then to the opposite side, the little toe touches down. We look over our left shoulder. Okay. We'll do that a couple times. So come back to center. Exhale, cat kick. Draw in. Extend out and up. And then open to the side. Take strength. And then circle or kind of lateral, not circle. Bring that leg and foot over. A little toe touches, looking over the left shoulder. Okay, hopefully we got it. And we'll do it once more. Exhale. Extend out and then up. This is more challenging to the side. And laterally back, looking over. And we come back. And we're going to, before we go to the other side, we're just going to ease into prayer pose. This is a way we could send that healing energy to others consciously. Whatever your inner prayer is, peace within, peace in the world. Inhale, peace within. Exhale, as I find a peace within, that there emanate more peace in the world. That's what you can focus on, the peace and the light within, and of course, any karmic or karma yoga, doing any service that speaks to you in the world, of course, is necessary. Okay, so right knee come into the center line. Left knee draws in toward the chest. Extend that, kick that leg up, and then we bring it out to the side. One side may be easier, of course. Swing it or to the little toe side of the left foot as we look over our right shoulder. And we don't hold it long. Back to center. And do it again. Deep exhales. Extend out and then up. If it doesn't work to the side, you can just say classic forward back. Can't go to the side. It's going to strengthen the hip opening and over. Okay, one more. Back to center. Round cat. Extend out and up and then out. Looking over toward that extended leg, left leg, and then over the right shoulder to see if you could see the left toes. Oh. So different, adding to our classic cat kicks, and just one more, scooping out, and then exhale. Let's do another classic downward facing dog. So when you're ready, hover those knees off the ground, couple breaths. Press into the base of the fingers as we get our whole body opening with prana and the physical, the muscles wrapping around the bones. Just inviting the peace. May peace radiate through every cell of my body, every fiber of my being. You want to flow with your hips side to side. And from that peace within, may peace radiate out into the world. Starts with usually our home, harmony in the home, creating that in our families as much as possible, and then expanding out into the world. If we all do that, we have a much better collective. Starts within. Yogis are very clear on that. Stepping one foot forward, and there's karma yoga service as well. Action. Forward fold. Let your knees soften. Let your palms rest at the hollows of the elbows. Equal weight bounce through the heel and the ball of the foot. Relaxing unnecessary mental burdens. Let it go. Let it go. And then heart lifts into our chair. Reach back. Sweep up. And pulse. 3 pulses. Deepen. Inhale. Coming up into our mountain pose. And coming to the front of your mat. Now from the first chakra rooting down. Feel that energy. Let strong legs rooting in deep, deep, deep into the earth. And then what roots rises back up to the heart, spiritual eye, beyond the crown to the sky, the expansion all around us as well as within us. Saluting to the light within and letting that light emanate out into the world. Starts with your inner world and goes to your outer world. What are you bringing to the outer world? In the season of transition and change, what do you want to bring to the outer world? You can ask. And as we go into our flow, because the transition and challenging times, I'm going to bring that warrior energy in. We'll be doing all 3 warriors in our class today. So if you'd like to have your add with some weights for strength training, bone strength, I'll bring the weights here. Just have them by your side as we go into our flow. Okay. Rooting down, rising up. Inhale, lengthen and grow. Exhale, swan dive forward. Hands could either interlock or hands on the hips. And some more heart opener if those hands could touch. And then we release and step back to our 3-legged dog. If that's in your practice, to bring the inner borders of the feet together, elongate, open those toes, magnetize the heart toward the thighs, and see if we can lift that right leg up. And then a little bit differently, we're bending the right knee out to the side, opening that right hip, and then bringing the knee back in toward the left knee. So just a side to side, opening to the side, and then back in. Right knee opens to the side if possible, back in, and then we step it forward. Giant step or step, 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 using blocks as we come off the back heel. Ankle, knee perpendicular eventually. Inhale, pulse it up. Exhale, rounded spine. One more. Inhale, pulse up. Exhale, round. Now we're going to add our twist. So we're going to step that left foot in or on the block, left hand rather, twisting at the core, reaching the right arm up, have those shoulders stacked, eye gaze up as life twists and turns. Yes, I can find my center. I could be in my center. I could come back to my center. Staying with the twist. It's too much on this hand, you can make a fist. And now we come down. Take a moment and hydrate on top of that left knee. Unfurl the left toes, rock side to side. Ease. Maybe tense, but we're opening to ease. Okay, and as promised, beginning with our warrior series, our warrior 2. So we're going to flow into this. So the back knee comes off, turn the foot 30 degrees. If you want to use your weights, you're going to come up and then turn to the side. So because I don't want to face away from you, you're going to stay where you are, but I'm going to do it like this. Okay, knee, ankle perpendicular. If you're using weights, or just No problem with the arms reaching out. And in. Inhale. Looking over the right hand, I joyfully manifest the power of the divine. Power of the divine is flowing through me. And I'm manifesting that within. And then what's ever going to happen in my outer world here? I'm manifesting that power of the divine. Getting in the right alignment. So warrior 2. Opening to the side if that's okay with your weight. And then getting into a flow when we bring, you can use your weight like a block. I'm setting both down, but reaching then into that bent knee triangle lunge. Strong, dynamic energy through the left side of the body. Open the right toes. For 3, 2, 1. Sweep that arm down. Turn the back heel off the ground. We're going to set up for a downward dog flow. So you're just going to step it back and then turn around. You're going to just step back to down dog. Pulse it back and forth. Recalibrate here. Maybe add the flow, bending the knees, rippling through the spine. Strength and the peace radiating through every cell of my body, every fiber of my being. So before we do warrior 2 in that series to the other side, we come into our forearm plank. Bring one forearm down, then the opposite. 3 breaths here. Tops of the knees touch. Unfurl the toes. You know, figure 8's coming up for our shoulders. Circulating the scapula. Opening our wings of joy. And the shoulders and the chest. And before we rise up, let's just drop in. Stack one hand, then the other at the spiritual eye. Full yogic breath. Belly, heart, crown. Beyond the crown opens. And exhale. Take several of these. It feels so good to be connected to Mother Earth here. And then our wings of joy can expand. And as we get our hands underneath the shoulders, legs strong. Inhale, rising up into the beginnings. Cobra medium would be here, and then full cobra is upright. The lion's breath. 2 times. Opening all the chakras, all the energy centers, and then coming back for our flow series. Got the weights closer. Yours are probably there. If you're using them, hover those knees off the ground. Pour it back. Get the physical alignment principles. Draw the inner borders of the feet together. If possible, lift the left leg up. And then we're bending the knee. It's out to the side. The hips opening out to the side. Watch that left shoulder. Draw it down. And then draw the left knee toward the right knee. And then open up again. 3 times total. Hip opener. Notice how that feels side to side. Draw the knee into the center line between the hands, whatever it takes to get there. Stepping your left foot forward, right heel off the ground. Inhale, belly, heart, head lifts. Exhale, round. Pulsing lunge. And then from here, we bring our right hand by the instep or use the block or weight, twisting. And our bent knee lunge twist. The mudra if you want, thumb index finger together. If that's too much on your shoulder, bring it down. Always work with your body. For 3, 2, 1. No matter how life gets twisted, it gets messy, it's choppy. When we come back to our center, can we stay in our center? Yes. Spin that back foot 30 degrees. We're ready to rise up into our Virabhadrasana 2. So, with or without weights, arms coming out to the side, root down. Inhale. And expand out. Look over toward that left hand. I joyfully manifest power of the divine. Yogis are saying, tune in, feel the presence of the divine, and expand that out. Excellent. I joyfully manifest the power of the divine. And then we come down, bring the weights down. So we did that twisted bent knee lunge. Now we're expanding open, and then possibly the upper arm by the side of the ear. As we feel energy and joy fill my body cells. It's strong. Make sure we balance with that back foot. Bring the right hand down, come on top of the right knee, and let's give ourselves just an ease opening of the inner thigh and hip. Rocking side to side. Feeling the effect of that strong flow with our Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. All right. Getting ready for our flow. So from here, we're going to step it back. Taking our time to go into regular plank. And then drop the knees. Let's go to puppy. So the knees underneath the hips, stretching the arms out, deep shoulder opening here. Hairline may or may not touch the earth. Again, that inner prayer. What is it for you? Peace within. I'm inviting you to. I'm bringing that peace into the world. Again, if we all do that, it'll affect the collective. Forearms down. Everybody's at a different evolution in this world. Reach strong through the legs. And then tops of the knees. Unfurl the toes. Sphinx pose. Feel the legs strong, the spine, the arms. It's not passive here. It's active. We'll go into our locust, helping our wings of joy. Anytime we do a back bend, we do that. Pulse the right leg up, the upper body. Maybe lift those arms. Reach out to the side. Ease. Opening the wings of joy. behind the heart and down. Left leg lifts, inhale, pulse it up. Maybe lift the arms off the ground, ease. Pulse up again, recharge. And ease, maybe sweep those arms wider. One more time, pulse it up. And this time we deeply rest, attuning into our wisdom self, our higher self-awareness at the spiritual eye, upper chakras. Let that wisdom pour through our entire body. And really inquire deep within. In this season of transition and change, is there something I would like to change within? Just see what comes up, if anything. And like anything, any change, we start with a thought change, the feeling change, and then the action change. Break it down, step it out. What would it take for this change to happen, this transition? Keep listening, keep asking. Be more activated in that karma yoga. What is it in the world? If it's feeling overwhelming in the world, what can you do personally to make that change outwardly? And then we're going to rise up, hands underneath the shoulders into our Bhujangasana Cobra pose. Inhale, maybe King Cobra, maybe not. 3 lines breaths this time. Okay, and knees touch down if they're not already. One rounded cat opposite of our back bend cobra. Exhale. Inhale, neutral spine. So just tuck the chin gently. You'll feel everything line up in the central channel. And we're going to lift the knees, couple breaths before we do the pour back to the downward facing dog. That blood flow to the brain. Cleansing the mind, cleansing the body, returning to our natural state of peace at our core within. And the heart is a wonderful place to land. And stepping forward. Ooh, all right. We're letting everything go. If you want, resting at the elbows. I like to turn the palms up from the opposite of the down dog. I like to do a little sway. See if you want to be stable. Or a gentle movement. Again, I relax and cast aside unnecessary mental burdens. Now, when we come up in our chair, we want to add the weights. I'm going to reach back. Feel those triceps. Inhale, come up. Keep the chair pose. Exhale with or without weights. Reach back. Inhale, come up. And then reach back. Last one. As we come up, we reach up, expand up, and then coming into our mountain pose. Taking a moment here. Rooting down. Let that energy rise up. Feel the space within you and all around you. Full yogic breathing. And the season of change and transition, the autumn equinox, the letting go. There's something I can actively let go. It's just a thought. It starts with the thought. And what is the action? Let go of fear, which is a whole cascade of emotions. When I feel that fear, maybe I keep returning to my heart and love. Sounds so simple. Bring the hands to the heart. But that's it. That's the transition. That's the transformation. And then this could be the action step that simple, or is there more to do from within out into the world? All right, let's keep flowing in our warrior series. So we're going to do our Virabhadrasana 1 into Virabhadrasana 3. It's a little challenging, but we'll see how we do here. Taking your weights if you're using them. And we're going to step our right foot back and get our hips squared, meaning walking this left foot out, draw that left hip back, right hip forward, back foot at 30 degrees. So we did our side weights in Warrior 2. Now we're going to lift up. Inhale, stretching up, and exhale. I attune my will to the source of all power. 3 times. I attune my will to the source of all power. Now this one we can lunge forward a little bit and then reach back. Still, I attune my will to the source of all power. Now transitioning into our Virabhadrasana 3, our Warrior 3, it's nice to use these if you are using weights or a block. Have the weights here. They might fall, but we're going to step our right foot forward. And we're going to lift off the right foot. Try not to turn that hip out to the side, but down. So this could be your Virabhadrasana 3, your Warrior 3. Or you could reach one arm back. It's a little bit harder from the ground up, I find, to balance. If you come out of balance, if it's too hard from the ground up, you could go up, which is classically done, and then down. 3, 2, 1. It's tricky. It's a lot. I'm going to step the feet together. Thank you, body, for doing that series. And of course, we're going to do the same to the other side. So the left foot comes back. Getting our right foot out to the side. Lift my blocks, weights higher next time. Come up, take your time to set it up. Draw your right hip back, left hip forward. Hope you're feeling some heat within. Inhale. I attune my will. The wrist can reach forward or toward one another or forward to the source of all power. I attune my will to the source of all power. One more. I attune my will to to the source of all power. Ooh. Now reaching back, elbows in, triceps engaged, still affirming the attunement in the tough transitions. Okay, this is a tough transition, I think. Stepping forward with the left foot. Take a moment here. Maybe we just give ourselves a little credit, a little ease before we rise up. If you know from the ground up is more challenging, you could start from upright in your warrior 3, how it's classically taught, like this, or you're down here, have these weights rise up, which is going to help lift that left leg back. You can stay with the blocks or the weights, or you can try to find the balance here. Excellent. Coming up. Stepping the right foot back. We're going to give ourselves a treat via pyramid. Stepping the right foot back. Again, squaring the hips. Now just notice the difference. Just like we did cat stretch with a variation of pigeon with just a slight variation, usually coming forward like this. See what happens when we interlock. When we interlock, if that's in your capacity, otherwise hands on hips. And then come forward. Bowing to the wisdom of the heart. Letting it lead the way. Then we're still in our forward fold, but we release the hands and really melt. We let the chin tuck down. Just returning again and again to the wisdom of the heart. It could be a challenge to do that for an hour, or, you know, when we have all the whatever distractions of our daily life. It's easier on the mat when we carve this time out, but then we get off the mat, see if we could do the practice. Keep returning. Bending your left knee before we go the other side. We'll transition the squat goddess pose. So we turn the left toes in, stretch the arms out, elongate. Walk the wrists underneath the shoulders, turn the toes out, heels in, and it's a squat. We want to draw those knees away from us, and then twist, looking over your right shoulder. Back to center, squat, twist. The left elbow bends slightly, the right arm straightens, look over your left shoulder. Feel the belly active here, core active. Deep squat. And then we come around into our pyramid, dancing around the mat. So we have our right foot forward. Let's come upright, it's a little easier to approach. So we did the interlock and how that changes the classic pyramid from the hands on the hips. If it's in your ability, see if you can feel the shift by touching the elbows, or even another one is reverse namaste, the palms essentially praying from the back of the heart. That might be a bit much, but let's see. If any of this is too much, we come back with our hands on our hips, right hip back, left hip forward, fold. First, elongate the spine. Keep those elbow wings going back, the wings of joy opening. The wings of joy, of course, the shoulders connect to the heart, and we release our arms, and we just let ourselves Just bow, receive the wisdom of the heart, drop into the wisdom of the heart. Higher self, guidance, the third eye, sixth chakra crown is asking, is bowing to the wisdom of the heart, asking the alignment of the upper chakras. Belly's expanding and condensing. Okay, softening the right knee. Again, walking our hands forward. Our toes are turned in, our heels are out. And coming with the wrists underneath the shoulders or the hands under at the ankles. Either way, the crown of the head is drawing toward the earth. As we relax unnecessary tensions, things we can't control, we allow ourselves to open to the things we can. What wants to change within? What are the thoughts, the action steps to make that change in the season of change? Okay, bring your hands, your wrists, if they're not already there, underneath your shoulders, if possible. Heel toe in a couple rounds so we can go back into Malasana. You can also sit on a block here or a bolster. But just as we did our knees for the squat, we want the knees drawing back. Sometimes it's helpful to use your arms to help that. As you rock gently side to side, or just stay stable. It's a lot on the knees, I know. It's so great for digestion, second, first, and third chakras. Excellent. Okay, coming down onto the earth. Thank you, body. Jani Shushasana. Extending our left leg, right knee bends. Use your right hand, twist toward the left foot. Inhale, tap into the heart. Tap into the spiritual eye and crown. Elongate the spine. Again, you see how these work together in a lot of the poses? Couple breaths in the elongation phase. And then, of course, the hamstring's still activated, but the upper body rounds. So all forward bends are calming for the nervous system. Back bends activating. We want this balance of both, calming and active. Every breath does that, yin and yang. Any affirmation you want to bring in? They're inquiring, is there a change that wants to take place within me? And what is that something that usually is going to take some action steps outwardly? Inhale, sweeping the arms up, twisting toward that bent knee, rising up if that's okay on your knee, right hand behind you, and stretch through the left side of the body. Then we go from that inward to that active. And then coming down. Before we go the other side, just let yourself take that in. Again, the practice, if it speaks to you, bring in the hands together over the heart. Five, breathing into the heart. To return and rest and compassion within on the inhale. And we bring that compassion to others on the exhale. Oh, if we did that in one day, that would be pretty wonderful and pretty transformational if we all did that. And then we can do as we extend this right leg. Peel the toes back, left knee bends, and we're twisting toward that extended leg. We're reaching our hands to the heart, to the spiritual eye, to the crown, elongate, and then hinge forward. First with the straight spine. I forgot to say, you can use a strap here. Breathing in, breathing out. And then melting forward. Going within, bowing to the wisdom of the heart, returning again and again. And when you're ready, inhale, elongate, rise, twist toward that bent knee, and this more expansive phase, we can offer that case into the world. Starts with a thought. As we press down through the left knee, right foot in, extend these vibrations into the world, and just tune in and see if there's an action step that you could take in order to bring peace into the world. This is action step right here. But out in the world of manifestation, activation. And reaching back down. Bending the right knee. The ankles are as lined as possible. Circle around a bit here. Back to rooting down, thumb, index finger together, individual self, attuning, uniting, and allowing the divine self to move through this individual form. We breathe our full yogic breath. We're also re-merge with our divine self, which is the quality of peace, love, light, wisdom, the right use of power. That is the prescription for moving into our world. Starts within. All right, let's release the back before we go into Shavasana. So drawing the knees in. I'm going to get a drink of water. Great, and it's a strong practice. We can sure everybody's lined up. Yeah. Okay. So if you're not down on the ground already, just melt down off the edge of the blanket with my head. And circle those knees around a few times in each direction. Opposite. And let's do our classic drawing the right knee and left leg out. As we circle this right knee, hydrating, especially that ascending colon as we plant the right foot, swivel. Use your left hand to ease this right knee across and pulse back and forth. Right knee, right shoulder, back and forth. Now you're gonna have the knee bent or you're gonna extend the leg. Make sure that left leg's active, toes up, heart open. Open up the arms. And sweep brush stroke this right arm up and around and affirming divine life is within me and all around me. And as we're inquiring, is the all around me part, is there something I could do about that? First, we attune to the divine life within. Then, seeing from within what can be done all around me. Softening the right knee, planting the right foot, adjusting onto your spine, drawing that knee toward the shoulder, point and flex, shoulders away from the ears, point and flex the right toes. Right leg lifts up, arms reach up, shoulders plug in, simultaneously stretch the arms above you. When that right heel touches, stretch to the right arm, right leg, open the legs wider, and then just take a full yogic breath in Shavasana. Feel the expansion and the settling. Melting. Okay. And of course, the other side, drawing the inner borders of the feet together. Bend the left knee. Circle that knee around, really massaging the descending colon and other many internal organs get benefited, of course, in our hatha yoga practice. And when you're ready, we plant the left foot. Remember, hatha yoga is one part of an eightfold path. Raja yoga, drawing the left knee down and back. Let's see, back and forth. If you want to extend, make sure the right leg's active, heart open, really working always on returning to the fullness of the heart, the expansion, the right alignment of the heart, clearing out all these different layers of gunk from the heart so we can get to the fullness. As we sweep our left arm up and around, above, affirming divine life is within me and all around me. Let the head go from side to side. You tune into that divine life within. And from there, is there something I'd like to change in the season of transition? Change. It's going to go forward and back. It's going to be fluctuation. It's okay, it's all part of it. And then softening. And planting the foot, adjusting onto the spine. Oh. Folding your left knee in. Point and flex shoulders away from the ears. And left leg extends. Arms reach up, palms face one another, simultaneously stretching. When the left heel touches, stretch to the left arm, left leg, and then readjust as we let ourselves melt into Shavasana here. We'll take a couple breaths and get set up for complete Shavasana. Just think of lengthening the inhale, lengthening the exhale. Keep returning to the heart and the central channel. There's a coolness on the inhale, there's a warmth on the exhale. Root chakra to beyond the crown chakra. Every breath. And tune into what is going to feel best for you today in Shavasana. Is it the classic Shavasana like this? Do I like to do a butterfly? My low back and hips are okay. Do I want my legs up the wall or over the couch or a chair? Or do I want the bolster to support my spine? If I'm needing more of a heart opener, if there's no low back issues, this is a lovely. There is back issues. You want the back stable by using the bolster this way. So get as comfortable as possible. Take your time to get cozy and warm and really take this in, steep and soak as we take a few moments here and get into deep restoration, interiorization. All righty. Okay. So, depending where you are, this may or may not speak to you to take a short, long inhale, double breath. Tense the body, vibrate with energy, and then short, long exhale. And depending on your positioning, maybe easing the head from side to side. Stabilizing at some point. We're going from the crown, top down, it's called. Softening the forehead and the eye sockets, left and right. Just feel the crown opening to wisdom, light, a clear blue sky without the clouds surrounding it. Next inhale, feel the cool air coming up through both nostrils, maybe even a coolness or light. Know that light is there at the spiritual eye, and the warm cooked air coming out both nostrils. If you'd like to exaggerate a yawn and relax the upper and lower jaw, please do. Relaxing the tongue, the teeth, the gums. Hearing that oceanic sound in the throat. And affirming, I am grateful. I create an environment for health and healing. Every time we practice, create an environment for health and healing. I am healing now. Let the shoulders soften more and feel that volume of space radiating through both arms, left and right, all the way through to sensation in the palms of the hands, digits of the fingers, thumbs. And just notice where the hands want to be placed. Do they want to be open, resting by your side, returning to the heart, or one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly? Just explore there. Returning. Maybe you're doing a 5-5 breath, but we're focusing on the heart center. Again, keep returning to that unconditional love. It's helpful to bring to mind a person, a pet, a place where you feel that love, that connection. Let it expand. Gratitude. Gratitude for healing your body with mind, with love and care. Deep into the belly. Just really feel if you're doing the 5 count, the belly expanding to 5. And then condensing to 5. You're lying on your back, let your whatever's touching the earth get heavy, supported, front body lighter, supported. And feel that volume of space radiating through both the left and right legs, thighs, the knees, calves, the ankles, all the way through the soles of the feet, digits of the toes, tops of the feet, backs of the feet. Divine light flows through all my body cells. So we've tuned into our body very much. But then now we're zooming out a bit to what's called witnessing awareness or pure awareness. What is that? Can I connect to that aspect of myself that is at peace no matter what the circumstances? Compassionately witnessing yourself like from a tree with care. The who am I question is, who is it that is aware of my body, my breath, my feelings, my emotions, my beliefs? So that in this and every moment, may I remember to feel my innate sense of well-being. And just notice if you drifted off, if you want to return to movement or not. Maybe feel an inner smile. Maybe rocking on your side, maybe not. This may be helpful from Yogananda. The world is in the hands of God and the great ones. We suffer needlessly when we forget this. Returning to that peace within, seeing how we could bring that out in your way, simple or profound. We're going to visualize others and have the spiritual eye and know that our hands could be energy magnets. I'm going to rub mine together, wishing for peace within and peace within the world, starting usually with our family, friends, and then moving outwardly to the greater collective of the world and the places in the world that really need it. Inhale. Bringing the hands at namaste, acknowledging that peace within, recognizing that and giving that out to everyone and everything. And just see how this expands out today as we bow to the wisdom of our hearts, letting it lead the way. And I will stop the recording.